Hello everyone, my name is Amit Chaudhary. I am a senior support engineer at E1 Solutions. Here I am going to show you how you can set up your integrations for Dynamics 365 FNO as a target. So then I'll first to create a new process, to go to the integration processes, create a new process. I'll define my source. For now I'm using Excel as my source. And here I see the target and I can choose the target as Dynamics 365 Finance and Operation. Here I'll choose my destination connection, which I created under the connections. This will show you me like all my list of the companies. So I'll choose, by default, it will come as a default company that you choose under the connections. But I can choose my company over here. Then you can add your services. So for example, here, let's say if I want to create a sales order, I can choose my entity. Say sales order. And I'll go to here, choose like the sales order header. And this disable parallel send, this checkbox is for, if you check this checkbox, the record will send one at a time and wait for the response before it continue. When it is unchecked, it will send the 10th record at once. So if you are using any kind of a task under the task, like the document level task, this parallel will send automatically turn off, since it requires each document to complete before moving it to the next. So this parallel, it's going to be like if you are sending a bulk at all of at once. So, but if you want to send the request one at a time, you can have it this checkbox checked. Remove blank properties, it's nothing but like if you want to check to remove the blank values before it's sent to the FNO, so they'll not send the blank values to FNO. Run to file, if you want to test your data, what you're going to send it to the FNO, it will save the data to only the file like output. As a JSON, you can see it under the zip file, but it will not send the data to actual FNO company that you choose under the company. And the target lines, that is detail available for you to map under, like it will show it like this target line, and you can see this same mapping under the integration tab. So, and then you can see the child endpoint. It is nothing but if you want to add any child, like say this is header, I want to add like line, I can click it here, add the child service, and I can choose the child service as my child service, say sales order line, I would say. Then little bit I go here, sales order line, and I'll choose the save parent fields because I want to define the relationship in the way like the OData, he pushed the header first and then push the line. If I want to get the what is the document number or the sales order number created for the lines, I want to get it from the parent, so I'll choose it like here, the sales order number, whatever the primary key. So which means like if for the line mapping, when you want to get something from the header, you can have it defined here. So this will be like the parent, you want to get it something from the parent, like from header, and choose this way, and I'll click on the save button. It will show like this slash, it means it's a child entity. You can see it here like this way, and I go to the integrations, that tab, then I can see the header. This will show me all the header mappings that I want to map it. If I go to the sales order lines, this will be show me like how to map the lines. This way you can map your source to the header and source to your lines and proceed from that. Here on the target tab, you can see the checkbox for the delete. If you mark it, the destination area of the source can be removed. Like if you want to delete some kind of a record. Update existing, if you want to update the existing record. Update blank values, not used for this document type, so you can leave that. And source grouping is nothing but you want to do the grouping on the particular things, like let's say if I'm a header, I'll group it like based upon my customer my uniqueness. And if I have a line, then I'll define based upon the lines, like item number and others. So this way I can choose my groupings, and I can map this accordingly to my if you have any additional columns you want to execute, you can click on here. You can have the calculations, like say I want to calculate the quantity based upon this one. You can have a multiple option here, like a calculations, custom column data, FNO lookup, global rolling column, local constants translation. This way you can create on your own.